Ensio mankwa, ensio hu hio desani biara. Eni abodi nyina. Enti na Awurade na aye Drilling Company Limited. Eton safre ankrankre enyumaku ahodo nyina. Oba Awurade na aye Drilling Company Limited a. Yeye borehole drilling, water treatment, visibility studies. Yeye nhwehwemu ewo asase ne so ansa na yetunsuo de amaw. Yeye manual and electric pump installation, hydrofracture. Se Awurade na aye etunsuo ma wa. Obetimi anom, obetimi adware, obetimi de aye bibia. Enti yeton safre danse enyumaku ahodo. Yeye real estate companies, hotels, and sorry, and will be biara or the insure edi juma. Awurade na aye borehole drilling company limited. When we are tracking a one crime or Fanko barrier. Kumasi ewo odium bus stop. Freye wa humatu foiso 0245 636634 0247 171472. Awurade na aye borehole drilling company limited. Yes, say insure mankwa.
Shrani po forwarding kwa onia bra back from 19.
Abusia for mechiamo. Nua ba na o boost social media platforms ahodo na me advertisement no. Em say monte ne nka. Mo a mo friend no munya no. Em say akronfo atwe sekan wo no so agi ni phone. Na ne number no em so bi na register man no. Ntem say ni sika wo so wasen lusu number ni nyina anti misra mo ne new number. Na me de be ma mo sisia no. Why? Aha, ni new number. Na me de ma mo no. Why see as so Samsung phones open iPhone ato why swapping I open so swappy phone obey yama open say auto iPhone I contact na obey mo iPhone good deal and one say wo frɛ na obey bo CSF say offer number no CSF platform so o discount why a very honest and sincere person tina media dance here the amount open so boosty with YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or Instagram bibia obey the amount snap bibia obey the amount kama why the number no ena me de mamo no the number no 053 179 8334 me repeat biom 053 179 8334 beda mu nyina ase bye bye maybe at the ultramodern roofing ebi ya dade why ne chese ewiase na esesa ewiase ne kɔ nanim ultramodern roofing ya fa no OBI roofing system wasan ye hyehyɛ kama de ato hɔ a ebia opese wo bɔ wo dan so edan na pese obɔ so no we sika no so waye plan a ubetua no in installment na waye de amount o abrochire wo Ghana ha oye professional won so a opese wusua adwuma edan so bɔ adwuma no we be akwenya e de ato ho ubetumi aba na wa besua adwuma no ne number 0542 88 78 72 0542 88 78 72 ti no ne enka ebi ana adofo opese oba wo bia roofing system aso ye direction ni na etwa gu no Unya si Ablekuma Cave e ba akope e wo Greater Accra ha ye ni Ablekuma Cave bia wo ba bia biem Unya si Ablekuma Cave ho a road na elidi wodo ba ba bia KFC ni wo no fa e ho a sa KFC road ni straight wo ba ba be hia Y junction sa Y junction ye frɛ ho bokoboko wo bo nse OBI roofing system ye ni company a ye billboard kese esi sa bokoboko ho direction na your billboard listen is the right side. Sa right side ho na branch. Macho se kwan ba be why. O ba na say enti branch right na OBI roofing system. Your billboard ke sie ni si no branch ho. After IBM filling station no, the next bus stop ho na your friend ho 0.5. Enti 0.5 ho on your left. We will say another billboard see ho OBI roofing system. Ye signboard no ya share ye no bra na ye no enya adwuma se opese ofrɛ me ankasa see you na wonimi edi enkomo a me number no 0542 887872 0542 887872
show Minya akwaba yeja you know when I was introducing you I said those who love you they adore you and those who can't stand you, so you but I said something. I said, it doesn't matter whether you want to love him or hate him One thing you can't do is you can't ignore him. What do you mean? Have you said they can't ignore you?
One time. So I'm try, but my main fact when you so with you for no wash your phone now. Maybe start my movement no. Me who say me steady idea be the test of time. Until me who say so we introduce a new ideology to the black man. You need time. I was saying minimum and I mean your time. Minya abotre momo. As time goes on, I'm say almost Timmy I say my time for the bebre abadane madofo nti.
My time for the abadane madofo. Bebre. All right. Well, quickly he says, well, as I said in the beginning, some love him, some hate him, and basically he says because he has stuck to the message, even those who previously didn't like him, they are starting to like him. And what message does he have? Was it common sense? The
only message I have for my people is whether you believe there is God or there is no God, nature gave us one thing, which is the brain. So when you saw again, and then I'll be you. Hanti ye abrabo aye boy na no ye adwena to nchen and you believe say there is a God somewhere who will help us. But enter over 400 years I saw religion Christianity and Islam ya bompire but still share the oman na but share countries me to say oko India oko China o de oko Dubai krana oman no mo building no enye religion no na build man nti de me kan nyina na say de wo begie di bia no de agidi eno ye wo personal property you believe in God so believe say nentwie ene ye nyankopon a it doesn't change anything so believe say ensuo bi ene ye nyankopon e wo wasem but it doesn't change anything de be change wo man no eye how a ye be use adwen na nyankopon de ma ye no nti me ka kire me nuano mo a omo ye religious people na omu hate me ne say nyankopon no obo wo no onim say ono nyankopon ontumi ne wo metena asase so nti obo ye no wanya ka kwan wansi dan wansi hospital even atade mpo wamaya atade anhye wanya aeroplane wanya car wanya computer wanya laptop wanya Facebook wanya YouTube nti sa nyankopon de sa nimde we nyina edie nipam tine ye ka say man is the image of God. So we were created to procreate. See, I mean, wabo we anyway we sin chain. And one more adwene say use wa adwene no na fa build o man ya. Ye jai adwene mum ye sen so afre no. Nti calling on God is a waste of time. Nti say wo frɛ Nyankopɔn pɛ. Ne Nyankopɔn aka kyerɛ abɔfo ne nje Gabriel ne nje Michael say na nkrofo yi mama mu adwene still wo frɛ me onye bibi ama wo. Nti said ye other countries e kɔ mu anim no. Ye hwa enye religion. Na mum omo esua technology omo ko mo anim ewiase sesa na omo sesa ntia na me ka kire Ghana fo na bibifo nyina se Nyankopon nye hwema wo menkai eda yakoto aba ya to aba ma Nyankopon da Nyankopon nye president da Nyankopon onye MP da onye member of parliament da onye assemblyman da nti so de we ni to Nyankopon so a you fail. We have to put pressure on our leaders to deliver instead of building industry. They tell you they'll give you cathedral. Ebientia, almost steady wa adwene wo say wo mpa adwuma wo ye lazy empire na opabo nti obesi aso down na you continue na wa koso afra Nyankopon so won ti wo hwe resources a Africa 40 so a en na de bia ye kaya na ye wra ho hwoman bi to say China it depending on Africa for natural resources to develop China. Oti ho ye say hwe yen sa se kwa China for na eto ye te ye man mu China for na eto yen sa se me say 10 to 20 years time to come the Chinese will take over Ghana. Ebe yen wawa ubekọ baby asase ukoto no na say the owner is a Chinese after beto asase na ma 2 billion na we Ghana ni nti enye smart na resources na nature ana Nyankopon de amaye no yen use say yen use a Nyankopon bekọ akoka China for say China for me na me bom nkrofo be from Ghana for na sabe me the resources nyina mom but omo ejimi kakra nti munya fast na mo nkonko jimfi omo nsem na omo ejimi nti
I'm sorry, I was supposed to be translating as it goes on, but I just got captivated by the things he's saying. The simplest way I can say it is this, that God created us. That's what he's saying. God created us as humanity and gave us brains to think. So he doesn't understand why we choose not to think. And instead of thinking and coming up with constructive things about our nation, we rather stop thinking and go and pray to him. So that's what he was saying, that it's gotten to the point where everything we own in this land, because we don't think, is being taken over by foreigners. And he's predicting that in the next 20 years, the Chinese will own this land because God himself will tell them, go and get it from them because I've given them all the resources, but they are not thinking. It's a hard message, very hard message, but I'm sorry to say that there's truth in this message. That we as Africans, but anyway, from the problem that people are having is that we have been so brainwashed into believing religion, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Muslim, whether traditional, whatever religion. It's like that's what we believe. And you are coming up with common sense, and people seem to be hearing, you are saying, there is no God. Common sense over the religion. That's what people are like, why? Don't you believe in religion, which means you don't believe in God? So, Pacho, take it from there.
Yeah, religion is a matter of faith and belief. Believing means you are not sure. Do we know Nanado is the president of this country, or we believe he's the president?
We know.
Do they know they are watching Abraham, or they believe they are watching Abraham? Religion deals with the belief, which is 50-50. Nobody knows God. We believe. So my question to religious people is, can there be an existence without a creator? They will say no. Once there is a laptop, there must be a manufacturer. Once there is a car, there must be an engineer. So once there is a table, there is a carpenter. Once there is a building, there is a mason. When there is an existence or when there is a creation, there must be a creator. My question is, does their God exist? They will say, yes, God exists. Then who created God will bring a problem. So when you tell me your God was not created by anybody, then your God become an atheist. Meaning your God exists, but your God doesn't believe in a creator. Just like a human being who doesn't believe there is a creator. To me, the answer say, "Wo say onyanko pone tiase enye obi a na ebo no." Nti let us leave God out of the equation because we are limited beings trying to understand unlimited things. So the matter of God and fire, we don't know what. You see, the black man is worried and afraid of where he is going from here, but not thinking about where he came from. Inti media say, "Yan forget baby a yewu a ye beko no." Na yem bisa say, "Ye free he and ye be we say." Are there scientists over the centuries almost searching for ne? Where do we come from and where do we go from here? A mystery. Ye ni baby e free by. Ye hu yan say, "Ye wo wiase we mu." And ye be wiase we mu no. Honam ne ye de ba ye no. Owo needs, owo niam bia wo hia. O hia good health care. O hia good roads. O hia baby papa o de ne ti beto. O hia adwuma wo be ya o de be feed body no. Intimate ne se Nyankopon boy ya. Or boy and say we should make this world a better place for future generation. Inti yenye ka kwan papa na ye wuni ye kwa ye ma ama mebre. But a black man, woman is person kwa ka kwan ne thickness nyina ni. 2 weeks na ka kwan ne tutu. But say broni na wonim say obewo ba e de ato wiase no. Or ye ka kwan or the cement, no the iron rods egum. No wa ye ka kwan ne papa said the be ya e be last for 100 years. Today we make say the black man thinks after Saturday night, whilst the white man thinks 10 years ahead. Tiati was see ano. Bibini bi anim se nche awiase
ene emu niema nyina aba besɛe na yen hyehyɛ ye japade e wo soro obroni so nim sɛ awiase no enyansɛe enti wo vision ebra ne ye the year 2000 no na obroni wo vision 2020 ye bedu 2020 no o vision 2040 enti the concept in religion very bad ye lazy the concept of ye mfe wiase nko ba bia the moment ya unim say ade bi ebesai no it wo ya de ebesai it means uhia say ubesiesie no enti say wo wutirim say ewiase we ebesai a unya ka akwan papa because me ye ka akwan papa Jesus is coming soon asase no ebe na ne ti say enkuto na esoro abobo say kete enti ene wo yetirim enti say ka akwan ne nye gata ni mwesia oh don't worry ebe say na nsen ya but ye change mindset no say nyame no bo ni wiase no wambo ne 100% memfa de say nyankopon obo wiase no 70% and no ja 30% ema nipa say nipa you are my image mean to me better wiase because me spirit so spirit no ye nyame no on to me better sa wiase we mo eno de ne honhom no edua ye nyina ye mu maako that is why obia wo a unique talent so nyamisu no ewo mu nyamisu wo mimu nyamisu wo shatawale mu nyamisu wo stone boy mu nyamisu wo nana mama ground mu enti nyamisu no ene edi beti na wiase and together na ya ye enyame na ya build wiase ni ye enti minim da nyankopon be yare na yakowo ne pane eye nipa ne be yare na nurse ana doctor akowo ne pane ti me ka say service to mankind is service to God enti we ye doctor ni ye nurse ni a patient na eba no ena yi wiyem na hwe mu yie na wo hwe mu yie dote na egu ka akwan ni mu a anka ebon da so te ase ti de bia me ka say ye wo lives bebre wo ho a ka ebetumi ye save omo but eye abro eni etirimoden and you lose those people. And Chen, you say, I saw Dimby Edregu. Always in Abrosan Edregu. The problem is not Satan. The problem is with the contractor. Eti, Eda Obeka say, oh, Yanko Pomedaseno. No, you wouldn't nipa. Yanko Pom, en sevi. Enchi am robada. Yan sam robber Korea Bia, Yanko Pansma in Jigaba arresteno. We need good policemen to do a good job. It's a policeman, ebe jai brabijia. Nyamisuna, e wo muso munye jumapano, and a bebuano mina konenim. Ghana is where it is today. Africa is where it is today because of our attitude and our character. China is where it is today because of the attitude.
You are saying that our attitude is deeply rooted in religion? Is that our attitude and our character? No? Are they deeply rooted in our beliefs?
The belief system no dey program here. Into religion a system to control people. Into belief system no and the program we who say we are we be say but there is a better place than here. But someone say baby papa bi ani wo na we are we and na nipa betim. Say yesua the universe. Look at the billions of planets a happen and nipa na be ye. Inti broni ani abre oko check Mars so oko Mars ebe ye a oko Mars na enye ye oko Jupiter enye ye oko Pluto enye ye aha ena nipa betena inti nyame no obo ye no de ode ama ye ani ena odi gold kakra che form wo gold no ode ama wo no we hu gold ne ho fast wo ema Chinese na betu ko ema ma 10% uwi a no no broni na sand book abre wa aka kira wo say wo de twan gold na che form no don't value it. But say who are obeko a spiritual world no wakwa nanti wo gold so it doesn't work that way. It never say heaven be wo a Chinese ni nebeko a Britain for nebeko because they know the value of gold. Wo Ghana ni no wasase no ye fa the Gold Coast who knew the value of gold me tell me were 40 years me who pure gold that but me the Gold Coast pure gold me who be that yeah tiede bi me nam cycle and na boy be frame say boss so I get gold sa aboba and no dey cigarette cigarette me pa chechere ho anko bebume e de ntia menim pure gold ntia the person me ka chere e before ni Africa fo nyina say nature God in his own intelligence we shirayen but we are not thinking ntia say yes say your mindset na ye twa ye ni na ye resources and nature dia cha ye na religion no ye be na ye individual what do you say you believe in a Jewish man who was hanged on a tree, your personal problem. I don't have a problem with that. If you believe in a stone in Saudi Arabia, it is your personal property. Let us build this country. O many year, a year ma Christoni, a year ma Crimoni, a year ma Obosumuni. Now, Buano, Mino, Afan into my paper. But politicians are very smart.
Yeah.
The politicians know that without the church, we will always blame them. So the concept of blaming witches and Satan allow politicians to be free and mess up the system. Because system now is bad. Ya tutu niemem, ya tutu electricity mu, wo chirewa. Instead say we swegu o mampegine so no, you go to church and shoot Satan. Ya go utuo, hey. Ya go utuo, hey. No politician no on work on. Aha. Yeah. You're 21st century.
Yeah.
I've been following now social media. I'm use laptop.
I've been following social media.
I've been following social media. So we just depend on me.
Well, you know, it's very, very hard to break him and summarize and translate into English because when he's on the road, I am captivated as well. But the simple thing he's saying is that we are refusing to think. We don't use our minds. And he says politicians are taking advantage of that. And based on what he's saying, there's so much truth in it because we don't put the blame where it's supposed to be because we have been made to believe that there are some witches and there's Satan and all these things. But I don't want to talk. I want to give him the platform because that's why I invited him. Abraham, let me ask you this. Is this problem peculiar with just black people or worldwide? Because who can also say Africans? Is it something that young Africans now ya to more in Biana?
Yeah. One say, maybe so be at say religion like Christianity and Islam, they were invented by politicians. Into Europe, over the years, not religion, dominated. Didn't you know yes, sir? Only use religion to control the people so that they can develop their nation. Because when poor people are thirsty for power, are thirsty for wealth, are thirsty for women and wine, they become aggressive. Until you use religion. The religion, Obeka say alcohol is a sin. Sometimes to get access to alcohol, na ni penny bebre. Women, no achiraw. Into omo di temi nipa and no build omo mind wie broni again. And then oko Europe, oko America. They are now converting the churches into industries and into playgrounds. Ebikwa dane restaurant because religion aye na adwuma wie. Ombedu Africa no. Omo first meek.
What the meek?
The Bible said the blessed are the meek. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Master, I hate the Bible. Let's take a commercial break. Yeah, take care of your business. Yeah. Let's stick around. He's in the house. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
We're back. And I have my good son here, Avram Ben Moshe, in the house. And he has what he calls the Common Sense Family, CSF. And I remember when he started on the junctions of Medina and things, people were not even paying attention to him. Today, it has blown into a full-blown, like there's a following for CFS ideals, and CFS is Common Sense Family. And before we took the break, you were talking about how we're introduced to the meek God, the gentle God, the one who will turn the other cheek, and then they use that to exploit us.
Say, Christo ni biara be ya adwenya. Say we study Old Testament now. The Old Testament God is a violent and a brute We are no kum, we are no kum, we are no kum. Ombesua where you because Titano, ya catch and say, so when him no coach will be bored there, Ucha will be bored there, and to Abekun, and to Ucha you know. Ombe, me who the best word, me person ombe Jimmy. Ombe brainwashing, you know. And we created the New Testament, which is a loving God. Say, Oma nipa, 2 options. Na o catch and say, Nyame bi wo ho, onim na wo ye unua bone a obekum. Na o san catch and say, Nyame bi wo ho, se wo ye unua bone a owo ne doba bi, se wo kohu ne doba na o de wo bone becha wo a. Sa Nyame mienu we, de wo he e na be me wa do unua. Enti no ye nanam esom no na ma ye sincere and honest na ma ye bone because wonim say wo ye bone ye bekun ba Bible na ka kire yen say emenkuma we na me tra bramo na mo anye bone na say ye bone a ye wo ochiginafo bi wo eja ne nchen on wo di amaye enti because of Jesus odi ma ye enti no obi fa wo yere ya owi oba akopachaw obi di ho konkonsa oba akopachaw Inti diama bone inti ensole doso no na bone doso yenti ase tete no ebra broni beba no na asole ni ha ba ne yenye ye nua bone te broni ye very smart and na ye way of living. We believed in polygamy. A man ebu Africa broni nim so catch say number 1 on one case of so depopulating dada because who numbers here you become powerful. The West is afraid of Asia. They have numbers. To them say Africa be numbers here. You be dominate. Into no the system be brewa. To me woba. Onu broni na be try say ye ni munyansa. Inti once obo bosia will be ho. Ni na come back to system abroni aye. Say ono e na be boa. But obi antia say so obi bo bosia obi boa wa. You are indebted to the person. You owe him. Nti ena akoba enya asemu a anka America ene Ghana. Why na wo san kobo bosia on ni nua nchen. Nti the me person me ka kire ebibifo nyina ne say nature e de beto a very amazing location. There were all the resources. Any resources spend the value. Before the show, the catcher will money back say people like UKSM must be celebrated. Nature gave us the resources. Yes. Nature gave us the resources and gave us the people. We don't value them. Apostle Kojo Safo yem value no. Say Shatawale ekopie with Jamaica. We don't value him. We don't value Stone Boy. We don't value Asamoah Gyan. We are our own enemies. One thing about religion, the love of money is the root of all evil. One dangerous thing, it is a lie. It is the lack of money which is the root of all evil. Between a rich man and a poor man, who will gossip for money? Who will kill for money? Who will steal? And between the son of the poor man and the son of Kwame Despite, the possibility for one to become an armed robber. Despite possibility is 0.0000000.1. Between the son of the poor man and a 99% armed robber, or commodity. But brainwashing, the love of money is the root of all evil. It is a black man on no koto bag as dollars ayemuma onfa obie supermarket say hey saka wa for na dia besia ogro so abeda ne dabo one nam no 20 pesos no wa fashion the bottom wa ko dollars ne wa dwane 20 pesos wa pocket say bro di na Inti automatically o ka kire wadan for say kwabena edwuma bi aba aketua no ye 600 Ghana o say chale edwuma no yanko 600 Ghana obeko o ka kire say menye edwuma bi omo so mbefa aketua no ye 10,000 Ghana ademo de me ko gisike dura na psychologically the black man is down. Yeah, that's what we see on social media. Oh, who mentioned that into onya dan wo East Legon also ye dede because we have a poor mindset. When you're done with East Legon, and then why? People have mansions in Miami and they are not talking. People have mansions in Dubai, they are not talking. What told them with East Legon? What they are better to call who swimming pool, rather. In machine a swimming pool. What does and one thing here, instead of causing a change in society, we have the mindset to be rich. That's our. It's a very
in the final analysis, no. It's not changing society.
It's not changing society. It's changing an individual. Instead of singing, Lucky Dube, Bob Marley, no, almost when you make impact by any property back okra. You can't so be quite sure Kwame Nkrumah the quarter plot one. You need to be on the quarter plot na. But look at the change he made. So people are asking me, Avram, with all this your common sense, what have you achieved? Only the may achieve. I am changing lives, I'm changing society. Now, me, say, my children will come and benefit. And the year, our musicians, the only thing they aim at is maybe I told you my year. It is said, every changing society doesn't care. They don't care about the lyrics. It is said, or to never affecting society negatively. I don't care. All that I care is I'm making money. That's our mindset. It is a bit changing mindset, you know. But they don't know, say, when you try to solve a problem, money comes to you. And so short one, look for a way to provide water. A bro, a short one, look for a way to provide a bro. Avram, as I was growing up, they said the only commodity that is expensive in Africa is common sense.
So you're looking for a way to provide common sense?
Provide. That's what I'm providing. To because Avram, what was so catching and say, "Nyewa, anke ni munyansa." Na me say there be. And to say you were them. And then you woman, there is bulb, there is electricity, no light off, but the switch is off. To me, na me ba na me catch am say, "Yen so light na ya so." Enti broni ba ye no, obe brainwash o, e no de adwen no eto flight mode. Na me say there be. Yen fi flight mode na yen dwene. And I you say change this current election utumu say yes, even politics in this country is changing. Bomo pressure ma ballot paper in any now to say yes, say yes, and crofoni ni down. Today I make us say adweno anya adwuma body ni bebre. To mind Ghana gina why na ya adwene no adwene ye mpanyimfo no ye na ye body no esan say top one nya adwuma nti hwebra ye bre. Today the make catch Ghana for nyina say you so ya adwene me focus the youth. The catch the youth and say you rely on this politicians here bobra honorable Kene Japan kind say any individual this shouldn't come from a politician, but it is the painful truth coming from this part of the continent. Abrochile who say will be edwuma bia edwuma no yebu edwuma ne nimtia abrochile utwitwi enkukuo mu a aketua ne yakama security man kra will respect Ghana utwitwi enkukuo abey but Ghana ni will prefer say obekwa kotwitwi enkukuo ewo broni krom essence obeye edwuma titru bi wo Ghana ha edientia the system is working obi ka chem say Ghana the system is not working na me say there be system no kra bi ni ho na ya edwuma there is no system at all. Abrochile, no need for policeman. CCTV camera will do the work. Oh, fear, near the ticket, ya bro. Over speeding, any picture, bibia, time, ye wano. Sikana wuchiano, ko abaimu, nesiesi your mind.
In your own assessment, from back in the day when you started the CFS family, no Jina Kwanchanguna, Ukase Bre, from those days to today, what impact do you think you're making?
The impact I've been making, I'm saying, cause the mindset is changing. Because of common sense family, the gospel has changed. As so for now, you turn, catch the church members and say, one more bra, or come better. Maybe the other say, who believe you say, young baby are seeing Kobebia, but Tiasia say, wow, above Friday not to be a say. They said they will suffer our rent. One ye Japadian na uja wo ma ne bebre enti bobra na ye Japadie. Ti de me when say you to no asori. Dodo na ye adwumaden. Ba ka kire mo say sa 70 to 80 years to 100 years na nature edema ye no. Wan fa ma yen se embeso Nyankopon. O de ma yen se fa bobra. The soul no eye soul ne dia no eye how you relate with your brother. Matthew chapter 19 verse 16. Obi ko Jesus nchen ebisa ne say edien na menye na menyadan kwa. Oka kire se kona kodi mransem ne so. Eno bi san se de wo he. O se emra na se eniewu. Emokro no eni adasekrumu na do wo yonko se wo ho. To love your neighbor as yourself is the golden rule. Yede yawa enya wo de no. Memfa nya wunua. That is nyamesom asa. Nyamesom ye ni ba bia. Mama na odi bo form no doesn't pay bills. Uye nkremuni. Obo mpaye 5 times a day. It won't pay your bills. When your children are sick, it won't save them. It doesn't do anything. Sana ye Kristonia. Ye brasuni yaba. Ne bia ko jina wa. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. One cry juma wa komede. And the best of the ati and say, Ube Jumadin, ye wa the abbe. Well, when you so common sense, cry, when you say, Obi or Christo will be a shop. Shop now will be no. And what 5 young girl, they say, young girl, no, any shop attendant. And one from Sunday to Saturday or prayer camp. And the wager was shop, and my young girl, no. And the young girl, no, susu 50 Ghana a day. Find the baby. You will continue blaming witches. Witches in your way. I drain on your human. Young girl now is smart. So no boss 50 Ghana a day. No one said she had a 300 to make more money than you. Yantia says, O Bible Nekura say Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Or say Kaya Homeda na yen kron. And names and na ye juma. Na ye wad ye na ebe etoso nso ne ye homeda. Meaning for 6 days ye juma. Na for 1 day per hwehwe Nyankopon. So why do you look for God 6 days and work 1 day? It contradicts even the Bible. It will be anya juma den. Ne hu say Nyankopon ho. Obebo mpaye a. Betu abon.
One of the problems I'm also say is that in almost advancing your argument, most of the time you refer to scripture. So if you think that scripture is that relevant and scripture should be used, then why at the same time so telling people say, don't invest so much of your life in religion and scripture? Meanwhile, you are using scripture to support what you are saying. How do you answer that?
The one amazing thing about Common Sense Family is we disprove your own belief system with your own book. It's making cremonia. Na mejina wa book no so de a kira wo say wo kura no asem na wo ka no wo book no kira wo say onya no kwafo nti Kristo ni ode ne ho to mpai bo so no na ma che no ni book no mo say dabi wo book no kura say en say nya adwuma no endidi na me de prove wa kira wo akwese wa kwakwache promfo abi aye evidence no eye bi okura no che obi ka che Abraham stop quoting the Bible and bring your own book. MPP any NDC could debate here. Not say NDC, a person or disprove MPP. Obey you sue MPP manifesto. No, like I said, the first 4 years in your green book, you said you would do this, you didn't do it. It is in your book. But the NDC in the book, the Bachaka said, we didn't write it. So that's the power of CSM. We will open your own book, show you a page that contradicts your belief system. I'm not against the Bible. I'm not against the Quran. It is an ordinary book. Nyankopon churu book. Any pa ne try. Nti o kanya baby make sense no. Na wafa baby amwa no. Na ode ato nchen. Ye nyi nipa papa. Ye wu na heaven bi wo hɔ. Heaven enyi nkremuni na bɛkɔ. Enyi Kristo ni na bɛkɔ. Eye die oye ade papa no na bɛkɔ. Nti sɛ bobra pa na bi ye kɔ heaven dia. Ene me mɛkɔ bi. See, Common Sense Family, heaven be over. Yeah, na ba kusi wadada. Because your message na say, Jenny papa, je jumadin, na bobra, unya ka papa, tona dem, unya phone papa, for and a cassette ya maybe. Ebrebi, na me so me ho kire me sa. Me hu so bi kura iPhone na me bi sa say, Sabrano, iPhone 3000 we say kai quarter plot to cry saying iPhone 11 Pro Max na mi kura no unisika o ti kelewele ma join this kelewele bi no ma join this ebi na nsha wo because ma join this kelewele ma join this wow ahanti an show ho ahanti mindset no sa netie na obi o ho a ade obetumi afford it so wontumi afford ade bia na wape a way to paint it black but say show ho a obeye na afi unye skewi a na wa enjoy life with your friends and family. One day born, one day die. Yeah, in Chilebo. See, then we are here. Yeah, ba. Michael Jackson said the world is a stage. Aduma chedi ya Ukraino. Display. Mobium wa aduma chedi. Jobe to me humanity no. Je uwuna kwa na echirima ababeka. Ti dem kan nyina say adwena anya adwuma. Body dey bebre.
Bebre. Chosolana. I was unusually quiet because he was on the roll. And the fact of the matter is that I believe in that, in this whole notion of applying common sense. We just don't apply common sense. Obi a cartoon be na it's a picture of somebody going to church, right? And yapa needs him and obi actually brain na film or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you go to church without a brain.
Yeah,
anything that
me video be now with all due respect to Pastor Menso Tabe. Okay, say you can't use logic in the church. You can't use logic. Using logic in the church will disprove the belief system. This is the logic. All loving God created Satan. No, only Satan at the top. And Satan started confusion. This all loving God, when come Satan, Bible say the wages of sin is death. Satan ye bonia yankopen kuno. Another concept. Almost says away bonia, a Satan and a jijo and our boni. And it's Satan so eba be boneno. Who was Satan? Who jiji Satan to become Satan? Meme kwa ye bone a meme aye bone no o se Satan na ejeje me enti Satan so baba ye bone a na Satan no ono so ni Satan be na bejeje no then the pastor will tell you abrantie no o de honam na ekasa we hia sunsun the University of Sunsun ntiase ebi ni ho so they want to tell you to remain a fool in the church say yankopon we Satan started confusion and a done fight Revelation chapter 12 verse 7 pupo and yankopon chi Satan when ku Satan and almost so ho gate da ho no be gate no de bon some teacher form no say hey any pa ma bom Satan edge Jimmy abofo no top aye ntumi no ye to na mamo na wo a wonnim na Satan be ba bejejew na obedi ni chi no me yankopon me create eja me do betum na ma hyew if this God have a fire to burn sinners common sense ko chi Satan no akwaka say nipa mo kra say we kwa de mfa mo we ayabo for us can chi ko ja ki ya say nipa we dey mamu bisa the whole question kra na mo dey we above for matters na nka de akwa na kwato jem no wa hye no na wo ma na enjoy they be make it this an example say it say woni weyere mu wo mu dem na cobra and scorpion ewura dem wo ma wa wo ma be wiase a wo do mo wo ma no omo ada esi ekonisi wo so omo ada ukura sekan woni weyere cobra ne ba ya mo soja wa bonti mo enkum cobra no na woni weyere bo moden na mo de mo sekan ni pagya cobra no na mo ma no mo ada omo asomaju omo no mo kobo pam window wo mani bia window na watu cobra no wa lock dan no na wo se adwo akwa bena ma afia na mo ada mo dwodwo mo ho cobra bia ba me ne mo ma me dem ye ntumi yenku no ya to cobra na mamo wo a wonnimu a cobra ne beka wo no ya soja wa bonten ya do betum ni wa hyewa answer as a child ka say dada ti wa jimi a wa wo jimi it doesn't make sense so religion rather insult the creator. To ye common sense family for any ye chile say, Debbie, and woman no modi abano, and send me woman, Sabode to two, trade yam from or bois, dear one yatem de, say Yanko Pon Hiaba, when to me I'm born back, na obine yere and waka konyemono. Wambo Joseph Amaniu, when you mobile no, and Joseph Bisa Mary say, ah, Mary, why name one? If Mary and Joseph, na mada, and a Yanko Pon die. Joseph Ubufu and Yanko Paco in a one what I say, Joseph, shut up. I'm born Mary. My name now, my name. Wait, a intimidation.
Yeah. Abraham.
Be near and waka heavy. A woman no more diabano, and send me woman. Somebody to two, trade yam from or bois, dear one, I attempted the day. Say Yanko Pon Hiaba. Well, Tiwa, Jimmy, or Jimmy.
I'm talking about when I say with the emerson cry. I say, oh, Busia, or him, and ye
It doesn't make sense. So religion rather insult the creator. To ye common sense family for any ye chile say, Debbie, and woman no more diabano, and send me woman. Sabode to two, trade yam from or bois, dear one, I attempted the day. Say Yanko Pon Hiaba. When to me I'm born about, na obine yere and waka konyemono. Wambo Joseph Amaniu. When you mobile no, and Joseph Bisa Mary say, ah, Mary, why name one? If Mary and Joseph, na mada, and a Yanko Pon die. Joseph Ubufu and Yanko Paco in a one what I say, Joseph, shut up. I'm born Mary. My name now, my name. Wait, a intimidation.
Yeah. Abraham. Thank you. Abraham, where we'll just take a few more minutes, but another time now. So I'm going to wrap up. Then maybe next week we'll put just a few minutes to finish your thing. Right?
Okay.
So, folks, we have to end it here because this thing is on the roll, and we have to just break it here and give you a few more minutes of the common sense talk next week. So until next week, we are breaking here, and we'll be back. See you next week.
Charlie, Ekoda, why 2024 Nenwani, and Bacho, Ubepe Bibia, and I say, 1 hour do want to read this one and Adeco. Yes, Bacho, Upe Bibia, and a Radical Republic. Erade ofa ne bua won to den tem ofa abuba fiti 2010 obeto ankwato pebre bi na bo ote unim na otewo na oye erade beye ene erade mre ne mre pa wanya asem a God nyankopon what time God doesn't have time. God is timeless. And you na what time until your time is the best. Nyame we say God's time share. That's how. Simple. Why? Mesramo, one with me nyina no. Mesre universe no mesre good energy the mama mesre say de obi abeye bia ono abeye no kwan paso bia no enso abapa. Yesre nananom so mbeka ye ho na yeman no emfa ne to ba pemfra. Na se de empayifo yi omo adwen na ye no. Omo kwan bia ombetumi afa so no mo asesa sankwase adwen na because ya bo mpa ya kire Jesus ne Allah omo adwen ne se de etia na etia nananom ebetumi akom ho kakra so tieye da mo nyina ase enya izo da mo nyina ase why ya de afi na kwawe ya chef for ase why be a bear fine why my international dream why okay bye.
Busia mo kai se brebi etwomko ya starting money box challenge ama nipa bebre save sika omo mo kwa sorry ene omo mo kwa sorry dodo na ye ne say ombeje asore kwa kakra na collection ne tight ne ade no mu de gu money box mu bebre ebenye sika yensa ka money box bi wanwaso amazing money box ene da nchen hodo na mekire mo se de e use no ene se de save sika men kan tire wasa asole ne jai ko obekọ asole yakọ na emum se wan free sika nsie antoto ne ma wo ho a wo sofo ebedi ye jaw e simple as that yen hwe se de money box na tie na menkire wo ne bo wo hie bia na wa free number na egu ase ko no yen hwe ne mbra sisi a chebusiafo money box ne wo de battery ebe sha ase kama after say wo de battery a share wie no say ne discussion wo be set wo pin it say volt it say ATM machine ti o say de wo be set wo pin number wo a wo pe wo pe say obi a wo betumi ebie ne kama say wo pe say wo de coins gumu nso a ye top no e ho wo de coins no ebe fa na wo de coins na gu ti a boy nyum so kama yeah ti wo different colors ti obe hia bia na wa frɛ number na egu ase no number na ye 0531798334 0531798334 wo frɛ pe on sabeka wo de therefore am say said you use box na wo hwɛ ne kama no ebre bia ye money box me aminipa openyini afum ye Brian nam no so a Paulina no che copy US no ono so eja abrochirefo omutie money box challenge no o save kakra ye nhwe ne video no why na obe hie bia na wafra wo number no why ya da munyina ase bye transport
yankasa ye boss yankasa ye teacher yankasa ye general motivator Abraham Ben Moshe o catcher say yenjai asoreko na yen starting fast kana ye kwa asore ye to offering and tithe ne offering and tithe ne yen petusu box na yen fast kana nshim na box ye nya ma na kam pesa me share pumping for about a year, but I think it's starting since last year June July until I think it's best 8 months in and I'm starting a day way enti enne me ba be so because me here sika bi e wo Ghana na mo da ye project be wa me because na say Ghana I say near bo cost papa money box challenge na Abraham Ben Moshe catch say yenye no enne me so me ba be me die na sika na me ko sorry I did to offering tithe every Sunday be I sorry I did to tithe and offering no me say Sunday me ja sorry ko be 2-3 years me and from last year na me start say me so me so box na we box be na me pay na me de solid tape tale here tum they see me ba be kan me ba tum they see me ba be kan wait Monhe dollars in kwa uti ho account mu kwa 500 ni account mu bank account 500 ni aso kwa ko he osofo na account sika egu osofo na account enye sika
antabutia money box no na yade aba no kama wujibia no wajibia mambofra no na nkoda no so esua se de save auto above 2 ubenya discount wa pese obetubi na wokoton so akwanya wo ho ubenya mfa so bebre nti wa pese utubi no misra wa number obefre number no ene da wo no why number no 054 1798 334 beda mu nyina ase adwena anya adwuma body ne bre bye transport